I love working with high school students because their skill set is so high, and inevitably they'll discover things that are so much cooler than I ever would have thought. Because I'll introduce a tool like Blender, which is a software program where you can kind of do 3D modeling, and I'll show it to a student, and then the next day they show up and they say, well, hey, Mr. Bycroft, I went home and I spent 10 hours on Blender, and look, I created a video game, or I created all these models, and it's so far past my expectations of what I even thought was possible. And that's just pretty much daily working with the kids. They find really cool new uses for anything we can think of.
Hi, I'm Faith. I'm a junior. We're gonna build personal workouts and do it all across the weight room throughout this semester. In advanced PE2, we're basically building a digital workout so we can have it around the weight room, and we're supposed to do this exercise flawlessly so our peers and our classmates can do the exercise and learn. And basically, when we have this all around the weight room, it's easier for us to do a workout and better build our strengths. And we're trying to build a strength, and we can choose any strength we want to build. Thank you.
English 12 is our only non-AP course, which means we have a lot more freedom, which is great. We're still working toward the Common Core standards, but there's a bigger focus on preparing students for college in terms of what they're going to have to do in terms of discussion. So while other English classes, while other AP classes are very focused on the academic side of English, so literary analysis and kind of working our way through the canon, English 12 is much more focused on applying English skills to a wide range of conversations that students might be exposed to. And the goal is ultimately we want students to be able to have an informed opinion about things that are happening in the world and communicate that opinion to people they may disagree with, to people with different opinions, and just to be articulate members of society in a global community.
In English 12, we discuss topics that we normally don't discuss in other classes. Topics ranging from implicit, explicit biases, race, and ethnicity. Our most recent discussion topic discussed and revolved around the question of to what extent does our race define who we are? Personally, from my observation, since our Korean society is mostly a homogenous society, it is really difficult for me to hear or see other individuals with different or diverse backgrounds. In English 12, we had to research, annotate, and read several articles ranging from topics of ethnicity, culture, and race. And after reviewing these topics, we had active discussions with our classmates. And during our active discussions, I think that it helped us as students to open our minds in different contemporary issues, and it helped us look at more of the different perspectives that other people have.
I think the best part of playing in band is that you get to experience playing with other people, which is a very different experience from learning a piece by yourself. Because when you play with other people, you have to match your style with them, and that helps you change your mindset about how you work with people and how much you value other people's opinions. Because at the end of the day, you guys have to come together to make a beautiful piece.
I'd say our teacher, Mr. Bisco, is very nice and very skilled in what he does. He's very good at controlling and letting us loose just the same way. And the facility is very big. We have a lot of resources that we can use, which is another good thing about KIS. We have drum sets, we have xylophones, and we have a lot of loaner instruments, which is good for a band in general.
I'm Mike Bycroft. I am head of the Design and Innovation Department at KIS, and I teach middle school and high school design and robotics class. I'm really proud of our high school program. We've got 4 different divisions that we kind of focus on in the department. So we've got a robotics program that's really robust. We have a graphics design, which is Photoshop and design and building websites and apps. We've got a pure coding program that's all about Java and Python and some of the AP computer science classes. And then we have kind of a maker, design, engineering. That is my domain. So I teach some of those classes at the high school, but we have other people who specialize in each of those other disciplines. One of my favorite things about working at KIS in the design department is that we have so many tools at our disposal. We have a physical fabrication area where we've got woodworking tools and we can build a lot of things with our hands, but we also have built a really large digital fabrication area. So we can 3D print, we have a laser cutter, we have a CNC machine. We actually have a new tool that breaks down old 3D prints and makes new filament out of them. We really are limited in no way by our tools. Our robotics have Vex, which is a really solid platform. We've got Arduinos, microcomputers, Raspberry Pis. It's everything I've ever dreamed of for resources.